Good evening, friends, family, followers, viewers. You know me, my name is Russell Drake. I'm a community advocate of all sorts. I'm your friend. I'm a Howard University alumni. I'm a native of Gary, Indiana. I've been active in my community for as long as I can know. Been working with campaigns since I was a little boy because my parents worked for the city of Gary. Now I stand before you. I'm the president of the Orange County Democratic Black Caucus. I'm the first vice president of the state Democratic Black Caucus of Florida. And I come before you to highlight Andrew Gillum for governor. Andrew Gillum is a candidate. He's one of the 5 Democratic candidates for governor. He is qualified. He is educated. He is polished. He is worthy of a shot at governor. He needs more exposure. I'm going to use every platform I can to help give this man exposure. He is good and he deserves a shot. You can look him up. If you have some questions on there, I'll be able to answer your questions. I've gotten to know him over the course of the last 2 years. Andrew is the current mayor of Tallahassee, Florida. That is the state's capital of Florida. He has done great things in Tallahassee in terms of criminal reform, in terms of not punishing folks for possession of marijuana, the same way they're talking about opioids being an issue. He knows about the crackdown on crack and cocaine, and he's been able to help people in his community in Tallahassee, Florida. He has served 14 years as an elected official. He is the most experienced candidate in the race for governor. He is running against 3 millionaires and 1 billionaire. What that means is they're able to self-fund themselves when they run for governor. In doing that, they're able to get their word out more. It costs money to advertise, it costs money to be on the radio and TV, and to print banners like these. This costs money. This costs money. So it's not easy for him. He's been raising funds. He's beat several probes where people have accused him of different things, and he's came out on top each time. So now it's time that we stand up for him. The Democratic Black Caucus of Florida, led by President Lydia Hudson, has proudly endorsed Andrew. The Progressive Caucus has endorsed Andrew. There are other people coming forward and endorsing Andrew. Out of the 5 million Democratic voters in the state of Florida, we know that 30% of them are black. And we want to let you know there is a qualified black man running for the governorship. He is highly qualified and worthy of your consideration. I pray that he gets your vote. I'm pushing everybody. So if you're watching this right now, I hope that you share this live feed. You got a good person here, a good family man, a FAMU alumni. Yes, I'm an alum of Howard and we rival with FAMU, but this is a FAMU alum. This is a person who went to public schools his entire life, supports the public school structure, and he wants to bring it up more. He supports affordable health care as well as affordable housing. He supports criminal justice reform, and he definitely believes felons need their rights restored so they're able to vote, but other rights restored as well. He is a good person. So you can look him up at andrewgillum.com. If you want to help him, if you want to support him, share this video first and foremost. That doesn't cost anything. Go to his Facebook page. Look at all his other videos. Look at his messages. Look at all his stances. Ask questions. He's willing to answer them. He's willing to go everywhere across the state of Florida. Even if you're not in the state of Florida, share it. Because you got friends that are in Florida that this can reach. Let's drum this man up as much as possible. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge all the people who supported him thus far around the nation. There are great people like Angela Rye, who's pushing him. My friend Justin Tanner, who's pushing him. The Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God. I thank you all for pushing him and continually lifting him up. But we got to do it here in Florida. Push this man up. August 28th, he's got a shot to win. He's got a real shot to win. He's got a solid agenda. He's picking up pace. And we want to use every venue we can to get the word out. Andrew Gillum is his name. Andrew Gillum. I think I got it up here, but look, vote for Andrew Gillum. He's a good person. He's worthy. If you zoom in on this, the election is August 28th, but it should be noted that for 2016, 70% of votes came in before election day itself in the state of Florida. So that means early voting and absentee voting is gonna pick up. So you need to find your nearest early voting sites, and if you don't have a lot of early voting sites, you need to be able to absentee vote. You can go to your supervised elections websites to find that info out. If you live in Orange County, Florida, where I live, you can go to orangecountydbc.org and you can click a link. Let me also reiterate, you have to be a Democrat to vote for him. You must be a Dem to vote for him. Some people ask, why be a Democrat? And I'm going to tell you, I don't agree with everything that goes on with the Democratic Party by any means. I don't think I ever will agree with everything. But I do think at the moment this is the party that aligns most towards the issues that affect me and persons that look like me. So that's why we're with the Democratic Party. As a Black Caucus, we have a responsibility to the Black community as well as to the Democratic Party. But make no mistake, personally, I am Black long before I'm Democrat. I was born this way. I'm gonna die this way. So I'm working with everything that we can do to uplift the Black community. But what helps the Black community actually helps the community at large. Everything that helps us, every issue that affects the Black community, I can talk about and show you how it's affected every other minority community throughout history. So our issues are real issues, and they are Democratic Party issues. Everything from criminal justice reform, everything for more money into public education, everything for not supporting private prisons, everything for spreading money around to help affordable housing. Yet, in the state of Florida, there's something called the Sadowski Fund that's supposed to be used for affordable housing that hasn't been distributed for the last 20 years that we've had Republican governors. So we got an opportunity to get a strong Democratic governor, and I think the man is right here. His name is Andrew Gillum. Again, if you're just tuning in, I am doing my own plea to you, citizens in the state of Florida and around the nation and around the world. Andrew Gillum is running for governor. If you want to help him out, it's so simple to help him if you want to volunteer. You can phone bank for him. You can walk around canvassing, passing out his literature. He has very nice literature that's easy to read. His whole background is on the back of here and tells you about him. Tells you about how he's the son of a construction worker and a bus driver, how he's been in the public school system his whole life and he's able to excel. He's a Democrat running for governor. But also, if you can donate to him, a small donation goes a long way. If you could give $10, if you can give $20, that all goes a long way. If you're able to give it recurringly, like every week or every 2 weeks, that assists and that does so much. Every cent helps, every dollar helps. If you're able to make phone calls, that does a great thing. We're able to call people and get people out to vote. See, in the governor year, not as much money goes around with our party to help get the word out that there's an election. So there's so many people that don't realize there's a governor election this year. And there is. This is a big election. This is a stand your ground election. There will be lives affected. The whole shape and course of this state of Florida is going to be affected with this election coming up. This is a primary election, so there'll be another one in November. But there's more at stake in the primary elections everywhere. We also push the notion of voting local and voting the whole ballot. So don't just stop at governor, don't just stop at senator, but keep voting the whole ballot. You got everything from county commissioners to county mayors. You got everything from soil and water supervisors. You got judicial races. And you may need to do your homework. If there's a call to action I could give people, I would say get your education and learn about everything. You can't get that from the Black Caucus, or you can get that on your own accord. There are good groups like the League of Women Voters. There's the Progressive Caucus. There are other groups that are educating people, the NAACP, the Urban League as well. But we want you to get your education and vote the whole ballot. And we will have a website up called votethewholeballot.com to help you do that in the next week. But again, this plea is mainly for Andrew Gillum. I want you to know this is a qualified brother running for governor in the state of Florida. And it takes each one to reach one. See, I can't get the message out alone. I can't reach everybody. I got a respectable following of, just under 5,000 people. But you can reach somebody. You can reach a brother, you can reach a sister, you can reach a parent, you can reach a cousin, you can reach some church members, you can reach some old classmates. You can reach out to them and say, your vote matters. See, your vote is your voice. So often people feel voiceless. And I think it's set up right now for people to feel handcuffed and just go with the norm and go with the trend. And some people to say, oh, he doesn't have a chance. Well, if he didn't have a chance, he wouldn't have made it this far. If he didn't have a chance, he wouldn't be the mayor of Tallahassee. If he didn't have the chance, he wouldn't be the youngest commissioner in the history of Tallahassee. If he didn't have a chance, he wouldn't be picking up endorsements now every day and every week and picking up the steam. If he didn't have a chance, some of his opponents wouldn't be avoiding debating him, because when they debate him, he surges in the polls, he highlights, and you can see all the good things that he's talking about in his good experience. See, there are some people that talk a good game, but he has proven leadership. He has done these things in Tallahassee. He's made it better. He's reduced the crime there. And he wants to do it at the state level, and he's got the ability to. He has decriminalized marijuana. He believes in legalizing marijuana, not just for medicinal use, but recreational use as well. He understands that you don't have to penalize persons so severely for that. And there are other persons who do tragic things and don't get the same penalties. He understands that the overwhelming amount of people in prison are people of our melanin complexion, yet we're the 13% of the population. He understands there's a big problem, and he's not turning a blind eye to any of that. He's working to help you. He's working to help me. He is the future. He is the future. If you vote for him, we got a big opportunity to win in November. This is the man. He's got the juice. He's got the energy. He's going to make Florida good for all of us, not just for some of us. He understands the issue with the school system, and he wants to increase pay for teachers. Yes, for our educators, who are our most important people, because they take care of our future leaders. He wants to help them get a minimum starting salary of $50,000 a year. So that's a minimum starting salary right there, $50 grand a year. That means possible increase for everybody else up the line. So he's raising he's raising the floor. So if he raises the floor, the ceiling will go up too. Again, Andrew Gillum is running for governor. He is supported by the Democratic Black Caucus of Florida. He's supported by the Progressive Caucus. There are more people coming out every day. There are some members of our legislative Black Caucus, and not just blacks are supporting him. I'm black, and I'm appealing to more of my followers who are black, but there are people who are supporting him overall. We're not just supporting him because he's black. We're supporting him because he is the most qualified candidate. He has the juice. He has the energy. You look him up, andrewgillum.com. He's worthy of your consideration. Do we have any questions that are coming up? And if there are no questions coming up, I'm telling you, make this your responsibility. That you know what? We're going to go out here. We're going to Wakanda to vote for Andrew Gillum for governor, okay? We're going to rally up everybody the same way we rallied and got out there and we watched the Black Panther movie in February the whole weekend. We need to start rallying people up and rock the vote all of August. There's going to be early voting for 10 straight days. There's absentee voting. We need to get a powerful turnout to get this good man elected. He is worthy. He is worthy to be your governor. He loves to be your governor. He's approachable. He is making it to everywhere in the state. He's coming back to Orlando Tuesday night. He was in Miami, I think, last week. He's made it around to several places in the state. Some of you have seen him. Some of you have seen his videos. And he may not make it to everywhere before August 28th. But I know you give him the opportunity and he wins on August 28th, I guarantee he's going to make it to your area before the next voting day on November 6th. So again, Andrew Gillum for governor. Andrew Gillum for governor. I can't preach it more. Andrew Gillum for governor. If you want to get updates, you go to his website, you sign up to be on his email list, and they'll continue to email you stuff about his updates and opportunities to meet him or help him. Again, every cent counts, every dollar counts. I put in money to his campaign even since before the caucus endorsed him. And I encourage you to try to contribute some funds if you can. $10, $20, $30, $100. It all helps in getting the word out. Andrew Gillum for governor. Thank you very much. God bless you all. One love. As you know, I will not stop, and I pray you don't stop. We got a good opportunity right here. Let's build. Thank you. Andrew, Gillum for governor, Gillum for governor.